Alright everyone, get your homework out. Let me see it. Nice, good, well done. Joe, where's your homework? The dog ate it. That's your excuse? You could have downloaded it off your computer. The dog ate it. Well, let's see what your parents say about this when I phone your house. The dog ate it. That's weird. Well then, what are you going to say when you're speaking to the head teacher about this? I probably shouldn't have brought my dog to school. Mr. Redkip, you got the files for the— Whoa! Joe, what happened to your class? The dog ate it. That video was made using the same techniques that I taught last video, but it had multiple shots and angles. That's what I'm going to teach this video, how to approach a brick film in regards to editing. Video editing just means the arrangement of video shots, putting them in an order that you choose to make an overall final sequence. But in order to pull off an effective edit, you need to know how you're going to arrange your footage right from the very start. So once I've written my script for my animation, I'll draw a storyboard. A storyboard is a drawn version of your film, shot for shot before a camera has even been turned on. In animation, there are multiple benefits to this. The main being time is saved, you only shoot for what you need. And secondly, editing. You need the storyboard to pull off an effective edit because no matter what order you shoot your film in, you've always got this guide to come back to, and I'll show you how that helped me later on in the video. There's not really many rules you need to follow for this because it's only going to be you looking at it, so as long as you can understand it, it's fine. So then I divide the storyboard down to shots of Joe and shots of the teacher. Because I can only build one set at a time, I have to do all the shots of Joe at once, then all the shots of the teacher at once. So I build the set of the classroom, and using the storyboard, do all of Joe's shots. Then I tear that down and build the wall with a blackboard background and do all the teacher shots. And the storyboard makes sure I don't waste any time having to put back up a set that I've already torn down. I did the shot with the fake blood last because, man, fake blood is a nightmare to clean off, like it gets everywhere. But once I'd finished shooting, my timeline was just this big, long, non-congruent mess because none of the footage was in order. But that's where editing comes in. To begin, the first technique you need to learn for the app in order to edit is how to select multiple pictures at once. To do this, go to the first picture of a group you want to select. Press on it, then click select. Then slide along the timeline. Each picture that is selected will be highlighted blue. Then you can choose whatever you want to do with the group. I started by finding the takes that I didn't want, because sometimes I do multiple takes of the same shot as I feel there are problems with the footage or I could just do them better. I encourage this because remember, what you put out online is telling everyone that this is the best I can do. So I find them and delete the footage that I don't want. So that 1000 number of photos drops. Next, I arrange the shots in accordance with the storyboard. I do this by selecting the sequence that makes up each shot and select cut. Then I go to the frame where I want this shot to come after. Click on it and press paste. I do this for all my shots until they're in order. And I use pauses to make some of the shots last longer on screen than others. The biggest editing effect that I was able to achieve with the app was a fade transition. There are no transitions built into the app, so what I did was take the two images that I wanted to transition between and duplicated them 5 times each. The center two of the 5 I selected, then clicked merge. Merging means each of the photos is 50% overlaid onto the other, giving a partway transition effect. I then duplicated this photo twice and merged with the photos next to it, and carried on this process. Keep merging with the unmerged photos, wearing down the effect of the overlay as I go down the line, meaning there is a small gradual merging of the photos, giving a fade effect, allowing me to fake a rack focus in my video. Another yet simpler editing effect I utilised was crop. Select the image you want to crop and click edit, then you can enlarge it or make it smaller to however you pleased. That was how I created some of the zoom effects on Joe's face. To add voices, I recorded them myself with my microphone and then sent them to my phone. I'm the voice actor for 3 different characters. So a tip if you're voice acting for all your characters in your film is to give each character something different in the voice to help distinguish who is speaking. For example, the teacher speaks in a lower pitch than Joe, the student, but try not to overdo it or else your film will be goofy and comedic in places you might not want it to be.
That's your excuse. You could have downloaded it off your computer.
Adding audio is really simple. On the frame you want the audio to start at, click the plus icon and click add audio. This is where I brought my audio files in that I'd recorded before and sent to my phone using my microphone. The same technique can be used for bringing in sound effects and music. Music and some sounds I took from YouTube's audio library, but other sound effects I recorded myself. Now just do some final checks and then export your video and then you're done. This video was focused on editing, but more tutorials on sound design and audio recording will be coming in the future, so don't worry if it seemed like I went a little bit too quick. So I made an entire Lego video just to teach you how to edit, and the previous video as well to teach you how to shoot the video, so now you should have no excuses. Please subscribe. Next video I'm going to teach you how to do the Star Wars laser blaster effect, so you don't want to miss that. Subscribe.